there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Jay-Z and the alleged rumor of the alleged mistress, Cathy White, back from 2011, is now resurfacing because of a journalist that originally broke the story that wants her information out there, wants Jay-Z allegedly exposed and all the things. And so several people have entered the chat. TASHA K wants to wake this story up to the masses and wants Jay-Z exposed. There's some back and forth that's taking place between TASHA K and CLAUDIA Jordan because TASHA K is saying that CLAUDIA Jordan said that Cathy White is her best friend, and CLAUDIA Jordan is like, listen, that is not what I said. So it is getting spicy, this being revisited. And part of why it's being revisited is because people are seeing all of these lawsuits and things that are coming out against Diddy, right? From men, from women, for people who were underage at the time. And of course, it's all snowballed after Cassie's lawsuit, in which Diddy settled in less than 24 hours once some of those salacious details were being revealed in the court documents that Diddy did not want further exposed out there. People are, looking at all the people that, Diddy is cool with, such as Russell Simmons, who is off in Bali. Jay-Z and Diddy at one point in time were close and all the things, and we do not hear anything from Jay-Z. Jay-Z also was very close at one point in time with R. Kelly and was mute when R. Kelly, of course, is now in jail for everything that had been revealed and exposed about him. So everybody is like, well, how is Jay-Z connected to all these people but somehow has escaped scrutiny, right? So that is why it is coming out now. People want the smoke on Jay-Z. So Liz Kraken, who was the journalist at the time, and it's entitled Jay-Z Murder and the Mistress, the truth about Jay-Z's alleged mistress, Cathy White, and her potential murder. And it says the following. It says, in 2011, I was working as senior editor for Star Magazine. My boss asked me to look online into online blog reports claiming that a woman named Cathy Coriana White, who friends called Corey, was having an affair with Jay-Z. The blog reported, first, the affair was published by Hollywood Street King in an article titled Busted, Jay-Z Caught Cheating on Beyonce with Cathy White in August of 2010. I managed to get a hold of Cathy at her job in New York over the phone. During our first conversation, she denied having an affair with Jay-Z. Furthermore, she also claimed that she had never hung out with him or had even met him. I then uncovered photos of Cathy hanging with Jay-Z and Diddy, no less at Tao nightclub at Las Vegas. So I called her back and asked her about the photo evidence that debunked her initial claim that she had never met or hung out with Jay-Z. At this point, Cathy expressed to me that she would consider going public with her story. Days later, I tried to reach her at work with no luck. I finally got a hold of one of her colleagues, and I asked if she knew why Cathy had been MIA. Her colleague shockingly told me, quote, she's dead. Upon hearing this, I felt sick, and my immediate gut feeling was that she was murdered. The police at the time said that she died of an aneurysm. I found it highly suspicious that a seemingly healthy 28-year-old woman would drop dead from an aneurysm, and the timing in the death sure was convenient for Jay-Z. Sources told me Cathy had told Jay-Z she was considering going public with Star via me after we talked. There were also online blogs that reported this too. I ran a small story on this that appeared in Star at the time. I wanted to pursue the story further, particularly investigate if she was indeed murdered. However, I was discouraged from doing so. My boss was not interested in running a follow-up piece. There were blogs that reported after I talked to Cathy that she reached out to Jay-Z, and I told her she may go public about the affair. Years later, I met sources who knew both Jay-Z, Cathy, and inside information on her death. They strongly believed Jay-Z had her murdered to silence her. One source told me Jay-Z had law enforcement and even coroners in his back pocket. The source also said there were corrupt coroners in New York City who would rule out homicides as natural death for cash.
In 2020, Crazy Days and Nights reported that this A-list host model is also an actress. Our host also stayed quiet about the death of her friend, but has become more convinced over the years that the permanent A-list rapper had her friend killed. It just seemed too convenient that he wanted her out of the picture, and shortly after he said that, the friend ended up dead. The blind item later revealed the A-list host was Claudia Jordan, the rapper was Jay-Z, and Claudia's friend was Cathy. Also, Crazy Days and Nights also reported that Rita Ora and others have said you don't want to cross Jay-Z because you fear you will be killed. On August 2011, Beyonce announced her first pregnancy at the VMAs. A few days later, it broke in the press that Cathy had died. However, I had known about Cathy's death days before it broke in the media. It would have been a PR nightmare for Beyonce and Jay-Z if Cathy did a tell-all around the time they had crafted her over-the-top pregnancy announcement that obviously engineered as a Hollywood publicity stunt for the power music couple. Diddy, who hung out with Jay-Z when he was with Cathy, also had been accused of getting rid of his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter, who has died under suspicious circumstances. Kim's baby daddy, Albie Shore, has suggested she was murdered. According to Radar, Jaguar Wright also said she absolutely believes without hesitation Diddy had something to do with Kim's death. Furthermore, Jaguar also claimed Jay-Z is worse than Diddy. Sean Carter's worse, he's smarter. Jaguar said, according to The Petty Show, which also covered my tweets exposing Jay-Z and the truth about Cathy. In a recent lawsuit, Lil Rod has accused Diddy of murder, sex trafficking, blackmail, and child rape. The suit also alleges that Diddy had control of the police in multiple major cities, just as I was told Jay-Z does. Also, here is a list of Jay-Z's history of crimes reported by Your Tango. Jay-Z stabbed record producer Lance Rivera in 1989. His nightclub 4040 was reportedly to have bounced checks. Jay-Z admits he was a former drug dealer. Jay-Z admitted he shot his brother when he was 12 years old. He reportedly punched a young female fan backstage at a concert in 1999. In 2001, he was arrested for illegal gun possession. Furthermore, in 2016, Kanye publicly called out Jay-Z for having killers on stage at a concert. It also should be noted that Jay-Z raps about murder and also has entire songs about murder, such as Murder Murda and There's Been a Murder. Also back in 2011, at Star, we were constantly receiving tips about Jay-Z having alleged affairs, also information that he alleged had a love child or multiple love children. Years later, Beyonce called Jay-Z out for having an affair in Lemonade. Finally, let's not forget Jay-Z is pals with satanic witch Marina Ambrovic, sorry if I'm butchering your name, who we learned conducts demonic spirit cooking rituals involving blood, semen, and breast milk. This was exposed in John Podesta's emails that revealed Hillary Clinton's associates used pizza, a known pedophile code word confirmed by the Wall Street Journal, Department of Justice records, the FBI, and other sources in a context that doesn't apply to food. And so they have in here the tweet of reference, which is the Podesta spirit cooking dinner is not what you think. It's blood, sperm, and breast milk, but mostly blood. Just like the horrific allegations against Diddy, this Jay-Z story ain't going away. And so there is that, you guys. You know, this year is just been and has been absolutely crazy, right? Has been absolutely crazy. Kicking things off with Cat Williams exposing the industry famously on Club Shay Shay. You know, we're still continuing with various Diddy lawsuits, and just really this is the year people are getting exposed, right? But I always found it peculiar that Jay-Z really escaped a lot of allegations over the years. Like, he was severely protected, but what was suspicious is that he's connected to all these people that are going down, and he's coming off unscathed, which is weird. So I didn't, because it seems as though at this point that these allegations seem to conveniently come out when the powers that be have no use anymore for these celebrities. Do you notice that? That once they've made their millions and billions off of these quote-unquote Hollywood elite, Hollywood A-listers, that all of a sudden now they're this horrible person. Now all of a sudden this person is a pedo, this person's an abuser, this person's a murderer, this person did RAPE, and all these things. All of these things you've known for decades. All of these things, you continue to put money in their pockets and fund their lifestyles and fund their careers in music and TV and acting and all of the things. Whatever they wanted to do, as long as it brought money to your pocket, you didn't care. But now that they're no longer beneficial to you financially, you don't care what happens to them. You don't care about their tea being exposed, right? But the issue at hand is this should have been handled back in, when this happened. It should not have to take people seeing all this stuff coming out about Diddy and Usher visiting Russell Simmons in Bali for people to be like, oh my gosh, where's Jay-Z? Why isn't Jay-Z being exposed? And blah, 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 blah. And this couldn't come at a worse time. As Beyonce has tried to put out perfume, she's put out the hair care line, and now she's trying to release this country album that's supposed to come out in a couple of weeks called Cowboy Carter, as her husband Sean Carter is being in the headlines for all of the wrong reasons, people. So what do you think of this Cathy White situation? Because I remember that they tried to say it was a brain aneurysm, it was natural causes. There was even rumors that she had a tell-all book. There was even rumors that she might have been pregnant too around the same time as Beyonce, allegedly. So it is very, 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 very suspicious. All of it, and it is very suspicious how quickly any tea or alleged tea about Jay-Z just quickly disappears into thin air. And it's so wild to me how much people, they get mad at you if you criticize anything regarding his wife that is suspicious or that has ended the careers of several black artists over the years to prop herself up and all of the things that have been alleged about her copying and stealing from others. Everybody you get called a hater and anti-black and all these things, but people skirt around Jay-Z because of who he's married to. They skirt around all of Jay-Z's transgressions and alleged transgressions. Remember, the rumors that he had got free pregnant from 106 in Park. Remember Wendy Williams exposed that back in the day? That she had somebody that she knew or one of her followers or whoever was in the same hospital wing as allegedly. Like, it's just chaos. And then naming, Jay-Z and Beyonce's first child together, Blue Ivy, and Jay-Z was famously linked to singer Blue Cottrell. Like it's just too much. It's just too much, and we still really technically don't have an explanation as far as why Solange was beating the brakes off of Jay-Z in that elevator. It only came out because I presume at this point Jay-Z and Beyonce just got tired of paying people off to not reveal stuff. But I feel like now, the chickens have come home to roost. They're no longer as profitable as they once were. So now everybody is just let have. But I can't, really say, oh, this is, oh my gosh, all these things, because a lot of these people were complicit. A lot of these people knew. Also, who paid, was it the Hip Hop Reporter or Hot New Hip Hop website? They had this story posted on their website, you guys, the other day. And you can still see the search on Google or on Yahoo that this article about Jay-Z and this alleged mistress and this expose that this journalist is revisiting. And you click on the link now and it says 404 image not found. So definitely some people are paying attention to see how much legs this story gets of this alleged mistress and the mysterious details surrounding her death. A lot of people have eyeballs on this because they want to see ultimately, is this going to hit the mainstream media? Is this going to finally, put more eyeballs on Jay-Z and alleged dealings, alleged affairs, alleged side chicks, and all of the things? So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of the story about Cathy White, about this being an alleged mistress, about her allegedly being pregnant by Jay-Z, about her allegedly coming out with a tell-all book at the timing of her death, of her allegedly trying to do an interview with Star Magazine at the time, and then mysteriously shows up dead, and then days later Beyonce and Jay-Z announce that they're pregnant? And all of these details now, the connections to Diddy, the connections to all of these things. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys very soon.